Are Ranveer and Deepika headed for a split? Varun tells us what it was like meeting Salman while his case hearing was on.
Recently I visited Salman bhai's house and the crowd and the media was like insane. Like I've not seen something like that.
Rishi has some strong advice for Kangana. CBI raids Sooraj's home. Hey guys, I'm Caitlin and you are watching another exciting episode of 9xe.com The Show.
I'm hot, you're not, I'm a superstar. I'm a superstar. 9xe.
Oh, there is trouble in paradise. Whose paradise, you ask? Well, one of Bollywood's hottest couples. Cracks are appearing in Ranveer Singh and Deepika Padukone's relationship. That's right, if you thought that all the PDA was enough to tide them over, guess again. Ranveer might have attended the screening of Deepika's film Piku, but that was with the team of his film Dil Dharakne Do. Publicity stunt much? So we're not really counting this one. Buzz is that Ranveer and Deepika have been having tiffs over her closeness to a few male actors. Looks like the otherwise chilled out Ranveer is not taking her friendships very well. The fights actually began all the way back in Diwali and have only gotten worse. Things plateaued a little while Ranveer recovered from his shoulder surgery and Deepika looked after him. But the discord has flared up again. 9xe.com The Show has it that it's gotten so bad that there are days when they ignore each other on the sets of Bajirao Mastani, except when they are compelled to talk for work. Looks like the green monster has reared its ugly head and might just destroy one of the most happening relationships in Bollywood. Does true love not exist? But it seems that Varun Dhawan is in complete awe of Salman Khan. When 9xe.com The Show met up with him for an interview, he spoke about meeting Salman recently.
Recently I visited Salman bhai's house and the crowd and the media was like insane. Like I've not seen something like that.
We've not heard much about how Salman was feeling at that point in time, so we asked Varun how the interaction was.
It was amazing. I mean just seeing the man and just whenever I meet him, he's an inspiration.
So was he troubled?
No.
But Varun was quick to add,
I mean, I can't comment much about what he was going through because I couldn't talk to him during that period and that's a personal space, I would say.
And here is another actor who's been facing trouble with the law. Pali Hill residents in Bandra, Mumbai are heaving a sigh of relief. A month ago, locals saw and heard a Ferrari roaming down their street in the dead of night, disturbing the locality. Fingers were pointed at Imran Khan after witnesses spotted the Ferrari parked near Imran's residence. Imran denied he was the man behind the wheel, but things became serious when an informal complaint was lodged by the Pali Hill Residents Association. The Delhi Belly star was let off with a stern warning and interestingly, the vehicle has stopped blasting through the nights. A Pali Hill resident told 9xe.com, "Earlier, I had spotted the Ferrari many a times, but I couldn't be certain if Imran was behind the wheel because he would always zip by so fast. We always feared that there would be an accident. The noise too was bothersome. It's a huge relief that we haven't seen the car since the last 2.5 months. Now we wonder if Imran was just being a bad boy until the cops came along. Coming up, the Azhar biopic might have an important character missing. Rishi tweets about Kangana's food choices. Yes, it's as strange as it sounds. Welcome back to 9xe.com The Show. This just in seems Jwala Gutta does not make the cut in the Muhammad Azharuddin biopic that Ekta Kapoor is producing. Azhar was known for his flamboyance both on and off the field and was in the news for his part in controversies. Azhar and his second wife, Sangeeta Bijlani, broke up after rumors of his romantic involvement with badminton player Jwala Gutta surfaced. Both Jwala and Azhar have vehemently denied the rumors, with Azhar going as far as terming it a conspiracy against him. Our sources say that Jwala is not part of the script because talk of their link-up was only a rumor. But was it really just a rumor? A few days ago, 9XC.com told you that Jacqueline Fernandez has been roped in to portray Sangeeta Bijlani. Imran Hashmi brings the former cricketer to celluloid and Prachi Desai plays his wife. Now that Jwala might not be part of the film, this brings us to the question of where the script actually ends. We can't have an incomplete biopic, can we? Now, moving on from that story, women-centric movies are the flavor of the season, and they are raking in the big bucks at the box office. In NH10, Highway and Mardani, the female lead provided more star power than the male characters. Aishwarya Rai Bachchan's comeback has her front and center in the film. Anushka Sharma's NH10 opened to a 12 crore weekend, while Deepika Padukone's Piku raked in 25 crores in the first week. Of course, Piku's collections are only swelling in number. Piku's lead actor, Deepika, said,
I think all we're looking for is equality in every way, whether it's the kind of films that we get or the kind of roles that we get or the kind of money that we make. I think one is just really looking for equality, and I think we're definitely headed in the right direction. And I think good scripts and very, very strong female parts is a good beginning.
Piku is about a woman's troubled relationship with her father. Though the father is played by Amitabh Bachchan, it's Deepika's story. She even had the film named after her character. The director Shujit Sirkar believes,
I think the women characters are becoming really important in our films. अब ऐसा नहीं है कि only hero के लिए ही film लिखा जाएगा. अब दिन आ गया है जहाँ heroine के लिए भी film लिखा जाएगा. And Piku और Queen और Highway ऐसे films बहुत बड़े examples हैं. हमारे लिए अच्छा है हम जैसे फिल्म मेकर के लिए. Hero नहीं मिलेगा तो heroine तो मिलेगी कम से कम.
NH10 did a fresh take on the typical Bollywood revenge story, and Anushka held the show. Writers are creating fun, realistic female characters which no longer are prop. Navdeep Singh, the director of NH10, told 9XC.com, I was very confident of NH10. The story is what matters, and Anushka just pulled it off very well with her performance. What NH10 conveniently proves is that the films with women as the heroes are becoming popular with the masses and the critics now. We spoke to director Mohit Suri about women-oriented films that are making their mark, and he had this to say. We're back in the era where we've realized that a heroine is not a showpiece in a film. Aashiqui 2 was Arohi's story, not Rahul's. Hamari Adhuri Kahani is about a woman who discovers love at a very different phase of her life. Women as protagonists are always more fascinating to play around with for a storyteller. Apart from directors, the actresses' male co-stars are welcoming this change.
Filmmakers are making women-oriented films in a much more entertaining way. The women in today's film is much more is multi-dimensional, it's multifaceted, and it's much more entertaining, engaging. You know, it reflects our time.
Female-oriented movies are made on relatively smaller budgets too, but are making a bang at the box office. Queen was made in 15 crore and made almost 4 times the money. Aashiqui 2 was also made in 15 crore and did very well. Vidya's Kahani cost only 5 crore. Trade analyst Komal Nata says that films with female protagonists have worked because of the word-of-mouth publicity driven by the heroine's convincing performance. He believes that Kahani created history because the content was great. Filmmakers are not only making women-oriented movies but replacing actors in franchises too. Priyanka Chopra replaced Ajay Devgan in Ganga Jal 2, where she plays a tough cop. Also, after Queen, Kangana is carrying Tanu Weds Manu Returns on her own steam. Bollywood actresses are giving tough competition to the actors. Is it time for women to lead the Bollywood world too? Talk to us on @9XC The Show with #WomanPower or write on our Facebook wall at facebook.com/9XC. Now here's another piece of Kangana-related news. And playing the central role in this story is none other than Rishi Kapoor. It won't be an exaggeration to say that Rishi got a new lease of life when he got onto Twitter. He's been tweeting constantly, giving us gems like, my doctor and fellow Twitterites, forever complaining, told me to watch my drinking. So now I drink in front of the mirror. Sorry, PJ. Another thing, I am not, and repeat, not Ranveer's postbox that you can drop messages or post them. Thank you. I remain yours truly, Rishi Kapoor. And now he has enlightened us about Kangana's eating habits once again on Twitter. Towards Mumbai. Met Kangana Ranaut and Mandira Bedi at the store launch. Splendid girls, these. One more thing, these girls don't eat. Please do. We think it might have played out something like this. Now, we all know that the Kapoors love their food, so he must have been taken aback when he saw maybe just a few salad leaves or a single green pea on their plates. If that's what they were actually eating. We wonder what Kangana has to say about this one.
No comments.
And we've got more on Kangana after this break, so stick around. Coming up, music mogul Bhushan Kumar talks exclusively to 9xe.com.
If you listen to the lyrics, all the lyrics we have tailor-made. Every word is watched कि कोई गलत word ना हो.
Fresh trouble for Sooraj in Jia Khan case.
I'm a superstar. 9xe, 9xe. I'm a superstar. 9xe, 9xe.
Welcome back to 9xe.com, the show. So a few episodes ago, we had a fine-tuning session with Tulsi Kumar, and now we've spoken to her brother Bhushan Kumar, the man who is heading the music label T-Series. In a chat with 9xe.com, he opens up about the struggle and triumph of being in this industry.
When I took over, that time the non-film market, the album की market, it was huge. So उस टाइम पे जितने भी चैनल्स होते थे वो पॉप गानों को बहुत ज़्यादा रोटेशंस देते थे, बहुत पॉपुलराइज करते थे. एक म्यूज़िक अवार्ड फंक्शंस भी होते थे. एंड सडनली दैट थिंग vanished. Many people have told me, many media people have told me that this platform, you as a big music company can create this non-film platform in a proper way with a quality kind of music, and you should do it. I told them that this is the thing which we as music companies, not only me, all the music companies never wanted this to die, because this is a creation which is not coming from the producers or director of the film, it is from the music company. Listen to the song, the lyrics. See, it is not just a visual treat that Tiger is dancing and all. If you listen to the lyrics, all the lyrics we have tailor-made. Every word is watched कि कोई गलत word ना हो. So when you see खाली खाली जेबों में बड़े बड़े ख्वाब हैं, it means, you know, all those things, all those lyrics and everything are connected to everyone. Ashiki songs were made first by my father, and then my father went to Mr. Mr. Mahesh Bhatt, and told him to make a film on this. Even Dhak Dhak Karne Laga was given by my father. He had a great sense for music, for ear sense. So all these things have come into me, and I'm following his steps only. He's like my brother, and we share a very great relation, Yo-Yo Honey Singh, and we are constantly in touch. And बहुत ही talented इंसान है. उनके साथ जब मैंने पहली बार he came to my office, he met me. First he went to my father's photograph, touched his feet, and came to me कि I have reached. That was his words कि I have reached where I wanted to, कि मैं आपको मिलना चाहता था, लेकिन वो पंजाब में इतना बिजी, इतना सक्सेस होता जा रहा था कि कुछ कनेक्ट बना नहीं. And then when there was a call from my office कि I want to meet, so he immediately came in. I am betting on many singers. I have just logged in one voice which sings like Atif के हिसाब के ही वो गाना गाते हैं, उस रेंज में गाते हैं. श्रेय करके सिंगर है, अभी हमने उनकी आवाज़ हमें बहुत पसंद आई. फिर एक अरमान मलिक है, अमाल के ब्रदर. He is also a youngster of 19-20 years. He has a good voice. I'll be pushing him. We always take competition in a healthy way. I am very confident about the kind of music I make, the ear sense which we have. So I'm not bothered कोई नई म्यूज़िक कंपनी शुरू हुई है या उसके पास कोई म्यूज़िक है या नहीं. मुझे म्यूज़िक बनाना आता है. I know how to make music. My team knows how to judge music.
Now, moving on from that interview, here's something that might not be music to Ekta Kapoor's ears. Kangana Ranaut is having second thoughts about acting in the Saif Ali Khan starrer The Devotion of Suspect X. This movie is being produced by Ekta's Balaji Motion Pictures and directed by Sujoy Ghosh. This is because the movie's filming is being constantly postponed. It was to begin at the start of this year, but now is being slated to go on floors in December. Now, Kangana is a busy woman. The Queen star is geared up for Tanu Weds Manu Returns, the sequel to the smash hit Tanu Weds Manu. Add to this the buzz that she is working with Hansal Mehta, Anurag Basu and Vishal Bharadwaj as well. In fact, in December, she will most likely be shooting Hansal and Vishal's films. Maybe that's why she is having second thoughts about committing to The Devotion of Suspect X. When 9XT.com got in touch with Sujoy, he said, "You would need to ask Balaji. They are the producers." We then sent a text to Balaji but got no reply. For those who've come in late, Saif and Kangana were earlier supposed to be paired in Reema Kagti's Mr. Chalu, but both opted out of the movie. Seems the Kangana-Saif pairing is not happening anytime soon. We think the immensely talented actors would definitely make an interesting pairing, and we hope to see them together soon. There's fresh trouble brewing in her alleged ex, Aditya Pancholi, and his son Sooraj's life. On Wednesday, the residences of Aditya and Sooraj Pancholi were raided by the CBI in connection with the Jia Khan suicide case. In 2013, Sooraj was embroiled in the Jia Khan suicide controversy and was taken into custody, but released on bail soon after. The case was transferred to the CBI on Jia's mother Rabia's plea. Reportedly, people who knew about the case have said that incriminating evidence has been found. Rabia has alleged that her daughter was in an abusive relationship with Sooraj and also accused Sooraj of abetting her daughter's suicide. The CBI search is the last thing Sooraj wants when his debut film Hero is just around the corner. Coming up, a look at Bollywood's fashion choices at Cannes this year. Salman to perform in Dubai for an awards show. You've joined us on 9XT.com, the show. Salman Khan is slowly but steadily getting back to work. First, he returned to Kabir Khan's Bajrangi Bhaijaan set in Kashmir, and now he might go to Dubai to perform at an awards show. .9XT.com, the show, has learned that Salman is all set to perform at the first ever Arab Indo Bollywood Awards in Dubai. He has given his nod to the show, but the formalities are yet to be completed. Performing in the same show are names like Jacqueline Fernandez, Varun Dhawan and Priyanka Chopra.
और किसी और ना के नाम लेने.
Now, this is one of the few big occasions where Priyanka and Salman will be performing at the same venue. This is particularly interesting because Salman and Priyanka have had a fallout. Priyanka had refused Sohail Khan's film Main aur Mrs. Khanna, which ticked Salman off. But the two patched things up after Priyanka visited Salman's home a while ago in the early hours of the morning. She even attended Salman's birthday bash in December. And now the two will be performing at the same awards function. And now it's time to check in and see how Bollywood performed fashion-wise on the Cannes red carpet this year. Katrina Kaif. It was Katrina's first time at Cannes and she was a bit of a disappointment. She started off well with a Millie dress, which was an unusual choice for her, but worked beautifully. It was a great start to her Cannes outing. But she crushed all our hopes and dreams when she hit the red carpet in this strapless Oscar de la Renta. Don't get us wrong, there's nothing particularly wrong with this gown or how Katrina looks, but the entire look just lacks spunk. It also felt a lot similar to previous Cannes looks that other actresses have worn. For the second day, she chose a red Elie Saab. Like the previous look, this one was not bad, but wasn't that exciting either. It felt too red, like a fire truck had rolled onto the red carpet. A very pretty looking fire truck nonetheless. Add to this her hair that's also got red highlights. Katrina could have done so much better. This could have been the outing where she took a few fashion risks and changed her fashion game around. Malika Sherawat. Nope, your eyes are not deceiving you. That is indeed Malika Sherawat. She's stunned in a fuchsia gown with a cape. Yep, this lady pulled off a cape. Talk about a pleasant surprise. Sonam Kapoor. When Sonam walked the red carpet at Cannes, you could not help but stand and stare. For her press interviews, she brought sexy back in a ruffled Abujani Sandeep Khosla sari, and that blouse is something else. It looked great even from the back. Sonam began her Cannes sojourn with a bang. For the red carpet, she went bold and bright in a cobalt blue Ralph and Russo gown. It's an unlikely color for the red carpet, and that's exactly what made her stand out. Right from her glossy hair to her orange lips to her snazzy sandals, Sonam got it all right. Aishwarya Rai Bachchan. Now this is why we love seeing Aishwarya at Cannes. She's more willing to experiment with her looks. Before she hit the red carpet, Aishwarya first attended a panel discussion to talk about gender equality. She wore a lovely Sabyasachi floral jumpsuit and had bold lips and soft hair to complete the look. Who can fault a look this perfect? For her red carpet gig, she chose a teal Elie Saab gown. Now the color, like Sonam's, was a little unlikely for the red carpet, but that's exactly why it caught our eye. Plus, it's Aishwarya, so how can you not look at her? And after a long time, we saw Aishwarya go flirty with her look. That hint of leg seen through the sheer skirt of the gown was demure yet a talking point. And can we just take a minute to acknowledge her stunning makeup? That bold lip and the green eye pencil went so well with this gown. But if there was one mistake that Aishwarya made, it was posing for a selfie with Eva Longoria. And that's because Cannes has banned selfies on the red carpet. But our guess is that when you look this stunning, you want to capture every minute of it. And with that, it's time to wrap up this episode of 9xe.com, the show. Get the latest happenings in Bollywood on 9xe.com and our YouTube channel, and also on our free 9xe app. You can get in touch with us at 9xe the show and facebook.com/9xe. Before I head out, here is a 9xe Frames moment for you guys. This is Aishwarya and her 3-year-old daughter Aradhya before they left for Cannes.